Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass. Now obviously everyone knows that Nokia was bought out by Microsoft, and Microsoft are kind of trying to get rid of the Nokia brand and kind of do everything their own way with Windows devices instead of Nokia devices. Well, a certain part of Nokia didn't actually get bought out by Microsoft, and they've now done an Android launcher called Z Launcher, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. So, let's take a look. Now I'm just going to go through the actual setup process of Z Launcher. It's going to be the first time that I'm using it, so you guys are going to be getting my initial thoughts and opinions on the actual launcher itself. Now the actual launcher is in a private beta at the moment, so you're not going to be able to just download it from the Play Store. You will have to go to the Z Launcher website, and I'll put a link down for that in the description so that you guys can go and see if you can get one. As far as I know, there are still some betas left, but it is going quite quick as more and more people are knowing about it. So you can see here that I've got the Z Launcher APK downloaded. And it's going to just ask me to install it and go through some permissions, and everything's then going to get installed and get done automatically for me. It's kind of like side-loading applications, but it's one that's actually downloaded from an official source. If I just click on open, it's basically just going to take me into the actual launcher itself. So you can see it's going to give me a welcome page, and it actually does mention the name Nokia Z Launcher. I personally thought that it was just a team from Nokia, but this is actually coming direct from Nokia as a launcher for Android. So that's definitely quite exciting. Nokia have done a couple of Android phones, some lower budget phones more recently, but this is something that you can have on high-end hardware like a Nexus 5, Galaxy S5, HTC One M8, or any such Android phone. So I'm just going to click on Start and just go through the setup process. So your home screen adapts over time to display your most useful actions. Just scribble a letter on the list. So basically it's going to ask me to just do what it's doing on screen. So do E. You can see there that the list is now filtered to any apps that I've got beginning with E. And it's asking me to do another letter. So I'm going to be going for Epic by Angry Birds. So I'm just going to do a P. And although I did kind of make a bit of a mistake, it did pick it up, which is definitely nice. Swipe from right to left, and I'm guessing that's going to delete a letter that I've done. So if I go from right to left, it's going to go back to E, and the P is now gone. Tap your phone's home button. Oh, that's pretty much it. That is the setup process done. Also, it's going to ask me to change my launcher, so I'll click on Z Launcher and do Always. And that's pretty much it. As far as I can see, that is the setup process done. Just going to get rid of my notifications quick. So you can see here that this is, I'm guessing, your main home screen. And you can't switch between home screens because obviously you've got this gesture area in the middle here. You've got a app drawer down the bottom from what I can see, and everything's in nice alphabetical order, which looks really nice. I like the translucency and the really thin font and icons. That's definitely a nice touch. So you can see here it's got everything in alphabetical or numerical order. So one password is at the top. If I go down the bottom, YouTube's at the bottom. Tells me we've got 58 apps in total. It's got a link here to the Play Store and also a settings button just at the top here. So obviously this is basically my app tray just here. I do find it a bit strange how small these icons are. I don't know whether I'll be able to change that or not. But obviously this main home screen here is where it's going to put your most used applications throughout the day. So much like Aviate Launcher, which I've done a video on previously, and I'll put a link down in the description for that video. If you use, for instance, Facebook during this time of the day, then every day it's going to put Facebook on this main screen here. I'm guessing what it's doing now is using some of my most used applications from what it knows so far. Because obviously, for instance, Chrome and the Play Store, I personally never use Playbooks. So it's going to be interesting to see how it kind of knows what I'm going to be using over time. And I will do an update video within maybe a month or so, just to give you guys a quick overview to see if it has actually learned what I use the most. So in terms of this gesture area just here, I want to just try this out to search for another application. So I'm just going to go into my app drawer here. So I'm going to search for Evolve SMS. So again, I'm guessing I can just do EVO. And it's pretty much got it there straight away. And it's also got one of my contacts just here as well. And it's also got some web history as well. And I'm not sure what this is getting from. Again, you can't swipe between it, which is definitely a bit strange. So one thing to note, anything that you see really on this home screen just here, you're not going to be able to swipe between it or left to right or anything like that because it is a gesture area. So again, if I just go back to the Evolve where I was just a second ago, these four results here are basically URLs for The Verge from what I can see and 9 to 5 Google, but these are the only ones on here. I can't swipe down to see anything else. And it'd be interesting to see if, obviously, I've got any apps that begin with the letter A, and I've got quite a lot of them, whether I can actually switch between them or scroll between them, or whether I need to actually do that manually by typing in another letter. So I'm just going to have a look at the actual settings themselves of the launcher, which is just up here in the top right in my app tray. And the first one is web search. So basically it will do a Google search after scribbling 4 characters. I'm not a huge fan of the word scribbling on a kind of launcher on my phone, but hey, it's there anyway. So after you scribble more than 4 characters, it will start to do a Google web search, which is definitely a nice feature. Now you can reset your default launcher and also reset identifier. So if I just click this on here, what this is then going to do is get rid of any data that Z Launcher holds on me at the moment, so that when it then puts some apps on my home screen for most used applications and things, it's going to be doing it from fresh. And I may actually do that just to make sure that it gets all of my information from the start. So you've got show tutorial, which I'm pretty sure is going to go through the video that we had at the start. It's got some launcher information in terms of the build number, the build date, about the actual application itself, and some license info. Help and feedback is going to take you to the zlauncher.com website, and you can obviously get some more information from there. And you can see here there is an actual update button as well. So there is a new release available. Click to update. So I may as well do that now. Obviously, because it's not available within the Play Store, you are going to have to update it through the actual application for the meantime until Z Launcher becomes public, and then it will be in the Play Store for you guys to download, and it will update automatically like all of your other applications. So you can see here then, do you want to install an update to this existing application? So again, I may as well just do that now to get the latest version of Z Launcher, and then open, and I'm guessing it's just going to relaunch Z Launcher. But unfortunately, because it is a beta and because of the way that it's been updated, I'm guessing if I go to update now, it's not going to tell me what has changed. So I'm going to have to find that out for myself. From what I can see with a brief glance, it's just some background things that's been changed, maybe to make it faster, because there doesn't seem to be any new settings or anything like that on the actual home screen or anything like that. So guys, this is Z Launcher. Be sure to leave your comments down below if you've tried Z Launcher and just exactly what you think of it, or whether you just think it's a good idea that a company like Nokia is giving you guys a launcher for a high-end Android device. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a comment down below as to why, and if you did like it that much, then please give it a thumbs up. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. This has been a quick look at Z Launcher from Nokia, and I will catch you guys in the next video.